Hi, welcome back. Welcome to my channel Techie Krish or Agra. So in Python tutorial today I'm going to discuss nested loop in Python. In my last video I discussed for loop, while loop and created some programs on loops. And this time I'm going to discuss break, break statement in Python, continue statement in Python, then nested loops in Python, showing how nested loop works. So let's move to our presentation. So we'll discuss break, continue, and nested loops in Python. So unconditional exit from loop. So suppose loop is running and you want to exit, then the break statement works. Similarly, if you want to continue the iterations or to start the next iteration, you'll use the continue statement. So where we should put the continue, where should we put the break, we'll see in the following statements. The break statement prematurely terminates the current while or the for loop. It brings the control to the statement immediately following the current loop, skipping the optional else clause of the loop. Means that if loop is running and if the break statement is encountered, so program control jumps from this place to out of and goes out of the loop, and just the statement immediately mentioned after the while loop, and it ignores the else statement if used. And what does continue do? The continue statement is used to skip the remaining part of the current iteration of the loop and it starts the next iteration. Continue statement does not terminate the loop but continues with the next iteration. So how does continue work and how does break work? We'll see in the next code. So see there is a code in which I have used break statement here and continue statement. So I am running a loop for I in range 1 to 11, and I is generating the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10, and whichever value is generated through this loop, if the value generated through this I is divisible by 3, means when you divide the value generated by I by 3 and if this is divisible, then the continue statement is encountered, so it jumps to the end of the loop and continues the next iteration. So next value, that is 4. If 4 modulo 3 is 0, then it will continue, otherwise it, it will run as it was running. So 1 2 3 4, so when I generates 3, it continues and jumps or skips I into 3, and when the value, means when I is 3, in that case this statement is executed. Why? Because this condition is true, because 3 modulo 3 is 0, so it will come to this continue, and from this continue it will jump to take the next iteration, so that I gets 4, and on 4 this condition is not true, and it will come to this place where 4 into 3, that is 4 3 are 12, which is not gain 25, so it will print the values print I and continue in the same line. So it will print, suppose it generates 1, so this condition becomes false, so it will come to this place. So 1 into 3, that is 3. 3 is not greater than 25, and it will come to this place, that is 1. Then it will generate 2. 2 condition is false, and 2 into 3, that is 6, which is not greater than 25. Then it will come to break, so 1 2 will be printed. Then 3 will come, and in 3 case we'll see 3 modulo 3 is 0, so it will jump. Then next value comes into existence, that is 4. I modulo 3, that is 4 modulo 3 is not true, not 0, so we'll come to this place. 4 into 3, that is 12, which is not greater than 25, so it will print 4 here. Then it will take 5. I modulo 3 is not 0, so it will continue. 5 into 3, that is 15, not greater than 25, so this statement will not be executed, and it will print 5, and next value of I will 6, so 6 modulo 3 is 0, so continue, so 6 will not be printed. Again the next value is 7. 7 modulo 3 is not 0, but here 7 into 3 is 21. 21 is not greater than 25, so it will print 7 also. Then again the next value of I will be 8. 8 modulo 3 is not 0, so it will continue, and 8 into 3 is greater than 20, is 24, which is not greater than 25, so it will print 8 also. Then the next value is 9, which is 9 modulo 3 is 0, so it will continue, so 9 will not be printed, so next value will come, that is 10. And here when you see 10 into 3 is greater than 25, so it will come to the break and comes out of the loop, and here it will come to the print statement, and it will print the value 10. So here this is the exact example of continue and break statement. So see here, so output will be 1 2 4 5 7 8 and 10 in the end. So this is the output of this code. So there are so many places where continue and break statements are encountered. Let's move ahead. Now what is the nested loop? So a nested loop is a loop which contained within the body of another loop. The contained loop is also called an inner loop, and the container loop is also called the outer loop. So consider the following script. So here for I in range 1 to 5, so this is the outer loop, and as soon as I takes 1, it comes to the loop j, where the j loop will completely executed for the values 1 2 3 4, because the stop value is 5, so stop minus 1 I will be executed 1 to 4, and for every value of I, j will repeat the underneath statement 1 to 4 times. So when I takes 1, j will continue from 1 to 4, and it will print 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4. Then the value of I is changed, so I becomes 2, and then j will start from 1 again, so 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4. And after completing the loop, after completing the j loop, it will come to the statement print dash 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 also. So when I is 1, after printing 1 to 4, it prints these 3 dashes. If I is 2 and printing 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4, it prints dash dash dash. When I is 3, it will again repeat 1 2 3 4 and dash dash dash. Then I is 4, J will repeat 1 2 3 4 and dash dash dash. So here J loop is the inner loop and I loop is the outer loop. So this is the inner loop. It shows J loop is inner loop and I loop is the outer loop. In such code, for each iteration of outer loop, the inner loop is executed completely. It means that in the above code, for each iteration of outer loop I1, 2, 3, the inner loop will be executed completely. It will happen like, I'll show you on the next slide. For the value of I1, J will assume the value 1, 2, 3, 4. For each value, for each of these values, the statement print ij will be executed, and finally, the print statement will also be executed, which will print the dashes. Then the value of I will become 2, as I told you and explained. So as soon as I changes its value, J will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will print 3 dashes also. So how does this work? I'll show you through this diagram or the picturization of the output. So output generated by the code is shown in this on this slide. So first when I takes 1, so it will then J takes 1 2 3 4, I remains 1 that time. So unless J gets 4, I will not be changed. So when I is 1, J varies from 1 to 4. When I is 2, J varies 1 to 4. When I is 3, J varies 1 to 4. When I is 4, J varies 1 to 4. So here say 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. When J is running, the value of I remains constant. 1 2 3 4 and so on. Nested of loop. The nested of loops is required in many applications. There are many applications of nested loops. We will discuss one by one later on. But how to apply this nested loop in the program, just have a look. So see here, this is how nested loop works. For I in range, for I in range 1 to 5, for J in range 1 to 5, print ij and print dash dash dash. So under the loop I loop is outer loop and J loop is the inner loop. So J covering print ij, whereas for I is covering for J and print dashes. So when I run this code, it will print like this. So see, this is the output. 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4, then dashes 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4 dashes 3 1 3 2 3 3 3 4 dashes and so on. So this is how the nested loop works. This is how we can use break statement, and this is how we can put the continue in our program. So hope you understood the working of nested loop. Hope you understood the concept of break, and hope you understood the concept of continue, where to put break and why to put break, and where to put continue and why should we put continue, and what are the nested loops. So I have shown you through the example, I have shown you through the syntax of nested loops. So hope you understood, and we'll perform some more nested loops program in my next video. Till then, bye bye.